Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Apple Watch Universe here, and today I'll be showing you guys the pros and cons of the iPhone 11.
I like everything about it.
Here with me I have the iPhone 11 Pro with 256 gigabytes of storage, and everything seemed to be fine with the iPhone 11 Pro. So with the actual phone on the outside, we have a steel case right here, and you can see it has type of matte finish on the back, and there is a glass around the cameras. So for now I'll be talking about the physical features, and then we'll move on to the actual phone in depth to show you guys a comparison about the pros and cons. So on this phone we have 3 cameras, and then we have a glass type of plate holding the 3 cameras up, and then we have a very big flash right there. You can see that it is actually very bright, and then your microphone's right out here. So the camera for me has been very well, and it is just a very sharp camera. You can see a lot with it, and the 0.5 zoom really does work because you can really see everything with the 0.5 zoom. So it does make it a little distorted though, just keep a note of that. And in terms of video quality, I use HD 60 just so it won't take up as much space instead of 4K. 4K will take up space, but your video will look nicer. So I have tried out 4K on this phone, and it is very smooth. If you guys haven't saw my video on the camera tests with this phone, then just look right up here and it should be there right now. You can just click on it and it'll take you to the video. The pros and cons of the actual phone on the inside, besides the physical features, we're going to be talking about the camera and mostly UI features. A couple of things that I noticed is that the Face ID is faster on this phone, it's easier to scan, and it does scan from farther at a farther angle. So say if you have your phone like this straight facing you, of course it'll see your face, but on this phone you can tilt it at a very sharp angle and it will still be able to see your face. So that's still a really nice feature, and say if you're pretty far away like this, it'll still be able to see your face even though you're pretty far away. So moving on to the actual camera, as you can see, the camera is very nice. With the 3 cameras we have, we can do a lot because it has a very good processor and it is a very good camera. So right now I'm in HD 60, so I'm just going to change that, and if you guys don't know how to, all you have to do is scroll down and go to camera. Camera should be right around here. Tap on it, and then you'll see your record video and record slow-mo. So I'm going to change my record video to 4K at 60, and I will change this back eventually. So if you actually want to save on space, then you would actually want to do it with 1080p instead of 4K, because 4K is a lot higher definition, which takes up a lot more space, which will actually kind of slow your phone down, because I've seen a phone with more space be actually faster than a phone with less space, and it doesn't look much different. Because if you're going for quality, I would still recommend 1080p at 60 than 4K, because you can't really tell the difference. It's just a little bit more if you guys need it. So with the new A13 chip inside this phone, the app launch speed times are very fast. So for example, I can load up into camera just like that if I need to take a picture, and it will switch the modes very fast. It still can be faster, but this is very fast. So as you can see, I have no apps running right now, so I'm gonna just launch weather, and it launches that fast. So it's pretty crazy how fast the launch speeds are Remember, I have no apps open, so I'm going to launch the weather channel. And it's still very, very fast. So both of them are fast, even though they may take longer on some other phones, like the 11, but they do have the same exact chip. So if you guys have the 11 and it feels slower than this, it really shouldn't, because they have the same exact chip inside the phone, the 813 chip. Something I was pretty disappointed about with the iPhone 11 Pro Max is that they actually didn't include a adapter that they included on the iPhone X, which is the lightning to headphone jack adapter, which is right here. So they actually had an adapter to go from the lightning headphone jack, but it's not on this phone. So it's just something extra Apple could have added for a better experience, because now you can't use your earpods when you want to on other devices, but anything with the lightning connector. So just take that into consideration before you buy this phone or before you get the adapter. So one thing I did to compare my iPhone to the iPhone 11 and show you guys the pros and cons of this is I want to show you guys that the difference between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I'm on the 11 Pro Max right now on this webpage, and it starts off at $10.99, and I have everything at full except for the storage, which I could have got 512, but that would have been too much. So it has a 6.5-inch display, which is pretty big. It's kind of hard to type on here, because if I like try to type Apple, it's easy to type, but if you're a one-finger typer, it's going to be a little harder to do. So, and it's going to be a little harder to reach stuff on the other side of the screen. You can see 6.5-inch Super Retina XDR display, and then the Liquid Retina on the iPhone 11. So it does make it a little bit more resolution on this phone, on the Pro and the Pro Max, because the thing is, it is higher quality, and that is, it has the same exact 12 megapixel camera, but the quality of the screen is actually lower on the iPhone 11 than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So if you're looking for something with high quality, then you really should get the 11 Pro, the 11 Pro Max. So the display difference over here, you can see 2688 by 1242 pixel resolution at 458 ppi for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. But then on the iPhone 11, we have 1792 by 828 pixel resolution. So 1792 is around at least 1,000 or more pixels. So, and then the 828 versus the 1242, that isn't too bad, and you can't really tell the difference when you're comparing them side by side, except for the bezels. The bezels are the only bad thing on the iPhone 11. So, and then the brightness of the screen is actually 2 million to 1 contrast ratio for the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and then the iPhone 11, you'll see a 1,400 to 1 contrast ratio. So it is a really big difference, and you guys should take all of this into consideration, because you'll see 800 nits over here and 625 over there. So if you guys want the best display, I would go for the 11 Pro or the 11 Pro Max. But if you're just looking for a phone that is pretty high quality and something mid-range, then I would recommend the iPhone 11. So these are all the dimensions of them right here. And then splash water and dust resistant, they're all, I think they're the same except for the 4 meters and the 2 meters over here. So that's different. And then the chip, they, as I said before, they both have the A13 Bionic chip, and then the 3rd generation neutral engine. The cameras are pretty much the same, except for there's 3 cameras on here, and then you can zoom up to 5x on here, but you can zoom up to 10x on the 11 Pro Max. So there is a little more zoom on the Pro Max than the 11. So these are some more. And video recording, I believe we have everything the same. So everything looks the same around here. And they show front camera. So if you guys want to visit this site, you can get it at, I'll leave this link in the description so you can go right down and see it. But this is the link right here, www.apple.com/iPhone/compare/. So it's just going to be like that. And then you just click enter and you can pick your phones right here, which one you want to compare. They have pretty much every phone model here.
Gonna spend the rest of our life.